Thank you so much. Yeah, we'll go for the concept. Okay, fine. Thank you. Thank you, one more. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I'll go for the concept. Yeah, fine. Now, I'll take acceleration due to gravity. Clear, I'll take acceleration due to gravity. Do you remember the value of acceleration due to gravity? Acceleration due to gravity, G value. Yeah, thank you, thank you everyone. Thank you everyone. So what is the value of acceleration due to gravity? Yeah, thank you, thank you. Yeah, very good, very good. Someone told 9.8, someone told 10, someone told 9.8, someone told 9, 10. Okay, good. So 9.8 or 10? 9.8 or 10? 9.8 or 10? Yeah, good. 9.8 meter per second square. So this is the acceleration due to gravity value. So what was the acceleration due to gravity? Means 9.8 meter per second square. Now listen, I given one experiment to you to calculate the acceleration due to gravity. Now remember, the acceleration due to gravity can be calculated by the or with the help of simple pendulum. Clear? So by using simple pendulum experiment, you can able to find out the acceleration due to gravity. Clear? The acceleration due to gravity can be found with the help of a simple experiment. That experiment is a simple pendulum experiment. For example, you are doing the experiment, clear, and you are doing the experiment. When you are doing the experiment and the final calculation, whenever you did the final calculation, you got the answer as, for example, 9.6. So if you are doing the experiment, clear, if you are doing the experiment, the finally you got the answer as 9.6. But what is the answer of acceleration due to gravity means 9.8. Now, how much variation you got means you got the variation of, clear, you got the variation of 0.2. Clear, you got the variation of 0.2. Now see, actual gravity or actual value of the acceleration due to gravity is 9.8, but whenever you did the experiment, you got the value as 9.6. Now what is the difference between these two values means 0.2. Clear? So what is the difference between these two values means 0.2. Clear? Therefore, the measured value, clear, the measured value, so this is the measured value of anything, clear, the measured value of any physical quantity, clear, the measured value of any physical quantity is always or usually or sometimes, clear, sometimes may not be equal to the true value. This is the true value of gravity. Clear? This is the true value of gravity. Acceleration due to gravity of Earth. Clear? Connected. So it is the true value of acceleration due to gravity of the Earth. Therefore, the measured value not always, clear, not always is equal to the true value. Clear, the measured value is not always equal to the true value. For example, I hope some of you are from Gokarna or Honavar, for example. I told, what is your distance or what is the distance from your home to college? Clear? For example, if you are Gokarna, you are from Gokarna, then you told, sir, 34 kilometers, sir. Clear, you told 34 kilometers. So from your home, clear, let us say your home is in Gokarna. So from Gokarna to here, you told 34 kilometers. Are you clear? So I asked, is it correct or are you sure? Are you sure exactly 34 kilometers? Clear, I asked, are you sure exactly 34 kilometers? Okay, so then you have doubt. Yeah, maybe. For example, from your home to college, it may be 34 point, for example, 560 meter or 56 meter or 560 meter, which means that approximately 34 kilometers and 560 meter. Now see, this is the true value. Let us say this is the true value. Let us say this is the measured value. Clear, this is the true value and let us say this is the measured value. Now remember, this true value, clear, or this measured value may not be always equal to the true value. Clear? Understood? Now there is some uncertainty. For example, you told what is your distance, or what is the distance from your home to college, means you told 34 kilometers. I asked, are you sure? Clear, I asked, are you sure? Then you had a confusion. Okay, it may be 34 or 34.5 or 34.6 or 34.8. So, but 34 is common. Clear? So, for example, from here to your home, 34 kilometers is sure. Clear? 34 kilometers is sure. For example, from here to Gokarna, 34 kilometers is sure. Are you clear? So, this is certain thing. Clear? That is certain thing. Certainly, you can say that 34 kilometers. Clear? But exactly it may be 34.200 meter. Are you clear? Or else it may be 34 kilometer 500 meter. It may be 34 kilometer 800 meter. But 34 number is confirm or sure. The numbers which you can say surely, that is called as a certain numbers. Clear? That is called as a certain numbers. Now 34 you can say sure, but after 34 your home may be 500 meters extra or 500 meter below or 500 meter less, or else somewhere like that, something like that. So this value is not sure. Clear? 34 kilometers pakka sure. So this number is not a sure number. You can take this as uncertain number. Clear? Understood? Now, the uncertainty in the measurement of a physical quantity, clear, the uncertainty in the measurement of a physical quantity is called as an error. Are you clear? The uncertainty, clear, the uncertainty in the measurement of a physical quantity is called as an error. Are you clear? Understood? Now, similarly, the distance from your home to college is, let us say, 34 kilometers. Clear? 34 kilometers, and for example, exactly it is 742 meter. Clear? So 34 kilometers and 742 meters. So this is the exact distance or true distance from your home to college. Clear? From your home to college. Are you clear? Now listen. For example, you measured. Clear? You measured the distance. You measured the distance and you got, for example, 34. Clear? 34 and kilometer, and for example 700 meter. Now you measured, whenever you measured, you got the value as 34 kilometer and 700 meter. Are you clear? Now you are very close to, clear, you are close to true value. Are you clear? Now you are very close to the true value. Are you clear? Now you are very close to the true value. Clear? Remember, if you are very close to the true value, clear, if you are very close to the true value, then that is called as accuracy. Clear? That is called as accuracy. So if you are very close to the true value, then it is said to be accuracy. Okay. For example, I will ask, what is the length of this marker? Clear? What is the length of this marker? Are you clear? So what is the length of this marker? Now someone measured, clear, someone measured with the normal scale, clear, with the normal scale. I hope you saw the videos, the first classes videos in YouTube, where I told about vernier calipers, I told about the scale, I told about the screw gas, I told about the sperometer. Clear? So I shown that instruments also in your video. You just watch that again. So how the vernier calipers will be, how the screw gauge will be, how the sperometer will be, and how the this normal scale will be. Okay. Now listen. I asked I asked you to measure. Clear? I asked you to measure what is the length of this marker. Clear? I asked you to measure what is the length of this marker. Clear? I asked you to measure what is the length of this marker. Now, for example, you used a centimeter scale, a normal scale, a normal scale. Now, what is the least count of normal scale? What is the least value you can measure by using your normal centimeter scale? Yeah, very good, Prithvi. 1 mm. The least measurement you can measure with the help of a scale is 1 mm or 0.1 centimeter. 0.1 centimeter or 1 mm or 0.001 meter is also true. Okay. Now the least count you can measure is 1 mm. Now listen, what is the least count of scale means? Least count of scale is, clear scale is, let us say 0.1 centimeter. I took in centimeter. Are you clear? I took 1 centimeter or 0.1 centimeter. Now listen, for example, I asked you, I given one task, what is the length of this marker? Then you will use the scale and you told the length of this marker is, clear, length of the marker is a physical quantity. That length is taken as, clear, that length is taken as, for example, this length is, let us say, some 12.5 centimeter. So by using the normal scale, you measure the length of this marker as 12.5 centimeter, where the least count of the scale is 0.01. For example, I will use another instrument. For example, if you follow that videos, I shown you the vernier calipers. I shown you the vernier calipers. For example, I will use another instrument instead of scale. I will use another instruments. Let us say it may be a vernier calipers, or it may be a screw gauge, or something else, whatever it may be. I use another instrument whose least count is. For example, I will say that least count of this other instrument is, clear, least count of the other instrument is 0.01 centimeter. Clear, 0.01 centimeter, or else very good, 0.0001 meter or 10 to the power of minus 4 meter, no problem. I'll take least count as, for example, 0.101 centimeter. For example, if I found the length, if I found the length by using this instrument, I got the length as, for example, 11 point, clear, 11.76 centimeters. Clear, 11.76 centimeters. Now let us say the true value of this marker is, here let us say the true value of this marker is, yeah, let us say the true length of this marker is, for example, this is 12.678 centimeter. Clear, 12.678 centimeter. Now you can say that the first reading is very close to the true value. Clear, the first reading is very close to the true value. Therefore, this is having accuracy. This is called as accuracy. Now, what do you mean by accuracy? Means how much close you are to the true value, that is called as accuracy. Clear? How much close you are to the true value, that is called as accuracy. Now listen, if you observe the second reading, in second reading, it can measure up to 2 decimals. Clear? It can measure up to 2 decimals. Therefore, it is having more resolution. Clear? It is having more resolution. Are you clear? It is having more resolution. Therefore, if you observe this, for this, what is the length means 11.76. So after decimal point, it can measure up to 2 digits, which we can say that it is having more resolution than the first one. Clear? It is having more resolution than the first one. Are you clear? Okay. Now, for example, if any instrument is having more resolution, that is said to be is having high precision. Clear? That is said to be having high precision. So now I am going to discuss about these concepts with definitions. Okay. I'm going to discuss about these concepts with definitions. So first, keep deciding error. Yeah, someone asked the question, Adarsh. whenever we did the experiment, we'll get different values. Then how to find out the true value? Nothing but take average of all the experiments or all the values, then you'll get the true value, or else that is very close to the true value. Others, I hope you understood. So take the average of all the values. Yeah, mean, take mean. Take average of all the values, then you will get close to the true value. Yeah, fine. Now, what do you mean by error means? Clear, what do you mean by error means? For example, the measured value of a physical quantity, the measured value of a physical quantity, the measured value of a physical quantity is usually differ from or different from the true value, different from the true value. Clear? Now remember, which means that there is some uncertainty in the measurement. Clear? Therefore that resulting instrument or the value may have some uncertainty. Clear? The value may have uncertainty. That uncertainty is called as what? Error. Are you clear? So the value there is uncertainty, there is uncertainty in the measured value. Clear? There is uncertainty in the measured value. Are you clear? This uncertainty is known as, this uncertainty is known as error. So just now, I mean, before this definition only, we discussed how it will be. Clear? So the next one is accuracy. Clear? The next one is accuracy. So what do you mean by accuracy means? Clear? What do you mean by accuracy means? Accuracy is nothing but the how close the measurement is to the true value. Clear? How close the measurement is to the true value. Clear? So accuracy, 1 minute, just 1 minute. Yeah, fine. The accuracy of a measurement is, the accuracy of a measurement is how close the measured value, how close the measured value to the true value. Clear? To the true value. This is called as accuracy. Clear? This is called as accuracy. Now the next one, precision. Clear? So what is the precision means? Precision gives the resolution or limit of the quantities measured. So precision tells us, clear? So precision tells us the resolution or limit of an instrument measuring the values. Clear? Measuring the values. So this is about precision. For example, clear? For example, I'll give an example. The true value, clear? The true value of a length of a body is, clear? Now remember, the true value, example I'm going to take. For example, the true length of a wire is, clear? The true length of a wire is, clear? The true length of a wire is, let us say it is 3.468 meter. Clear? The true value of a wire is 3.468 meter. Okay, or else you can take this as centimeter, no problem. For example, take this as centimeter also, no problem. For example, if we use, if we use an instrument, an instrument of least count, for example 0.1 centimeter, we measured the value, or we got the value as, we got the value as, clear. Let us say we got the value as, for example 3.3 centimeter. Clear, we got the value as, for example, let us say 3.3 centimeter. For example, if we use an instrument of least count, 0.01 centimeter, clear, 0.01 centimeter, we got the value as, clear, we got the value as, for example, while doing the experiment, we got this value as, for example 3.176 centimeter, 3.17 centimeter. Now in the first case, we can say that it is close to the true value, therefore it is having more accuracy. In the second case, we can say that it is having more precision. Are you clear? In the first case, you can say that this is having more accuracy, which means that it is very close to the true value. In the second one, clear, in the second one, we can say that it is having more precision. Clear, it is having more precision. Okay. So I'll write that point. Now, so in first case, clear, in first case, it is close to the true value, clear, close to the true value, clear, close to the true value. Therefore, it is having, accuracy, more accuracy. Clear, it is having more accuracy. Clear. Now in the second case, clear, in the second case, it is having more resolution. Clear, it is having more resolution. Clear, it is having more resolution. Therefore, we can say that it is having, clear, it is having more precision. Clear, it is having more precision. Clear? So I hope you understood this concept. I hope you understood this concept. Now next I'll go to the concept. Before I'm going to the concept, I'll start this concept with one small example. Now, before I'm going to teach the next concept, I'll go for a small example. I'll ask what is the distance from Kumta to Bangalore. Clear, Kumta to Bangalore. For example, clear, for example, I'll say the distance is, for example, 460 kilometers. Clear, first my answer is I told 460 kilometers. Clear? So I told, for example, 460 kilometers. Now another person told, no sir, it is only 380 kilometers. Clear? Now another person says, no sir, it is 400 kilometers only. Are you clear? No sir, it is 400 kilometers only. Okay. For example, one more person told, clear, one more person told, no sir, it is 500 kilometers. Clear? Another person told, no sir, it is 500 kilometers. But actual distance of from Kumta to Bangalore is, for example, let us say it is 468 kilometer. Clear, let us say the distance is 468 kilometer. Now, out of all these numbers, clear, out of all these numbers, which numbers we can take means we can take 460 as well as 400. Why? Because means the distance from Kumta to Bangalore is, for example, 468 kilometers. In this 468 kilometer, 400 is a certain. 400 is certain. So how we can write 468 kilometers means 468 can be taken as 4 into 100 kilometers. Clear? Plus 6 into 10 kilometers plus 8 into 1 kilometer. Now, the distance from Kumta to Bangalore is 468 kilometers. Now, I told 460, you told 380, your friend told 400, another friend told 500. Now, out of these four values, which are more accurate or which are close to it means the close values are 4 as well as 460. Why? Because means both are close. Why? Because means in both it consists of initially 400s. Clear? Remember, Kumta to Bangalore distance is 400s, 60 tens, 6 tens as well as 8 ones. Clear? So 460 tens as well as or else you can take like this. So 4 into 100, 6 into 10 and 8 into 1. Now, if you observe this first part, these two are telling that 400 is common for both. Therefore, you can't take 3 and you can't take 5. Clear? You can't take 3, you can't take 5. Why? Because means in 380, it is 3 times of 100. Therefore, you can't take this value. Clear? You can't take this value. Understood? Now listen. Now you can say, clear, you can say the distance may be or these two values are close to this value, true value. Clear? So this 400 and 460, clear, 400 and 460, clear, are certain, clear, certain to 468. Clear, certain to 468. Yeah, 1 minute. Yeah, if another value is 480, okay, if another value is 480, you can take this value also. Why? Because means remember we can take this value also. Why? Because means it is also initially 4 times of 100. Clear? It is also initially 4 times of 100. I'm giving one example. You can take any values, that is your wish. Okay, to write all the digits it is impossible, right? Okay, fine. So I'll take on 400 two digits, that is 460 and 400. You can take 480 also, no problem. If you take 480, then this is also you can consider as a certain thing. Now I will erase the zeros. I'm not going about the precisions and all. I'm not going to precisions and all. Now I will cancel this last two zeros. My last two zeros. Why? Because means remember, out of 468, by using my number, I can say up to 460. By using your number, you can say up to, for example, 400. Are you clear? Now remember, by using this number, I can say 400 and I can say 60. Clear? 460. Therefore, by using this number, I can certainly say 2 digits in this distance. I can certainly say 2 digits in that number. For example, Kumta to Bangalore distance is 468. By using this, I can certainly explain 2 digits. Now, by using this number, you can certainly explain only 1 digit by using this. I hope you understood. So by using this digit, you can certainly explain 2 digits. By using this, you can certainly explain one thing. Now, how many numbers you can explain certainly are called as significant figures. This is our next concept. How many digits or numbers you can explain certainly, that is called as significant figures. Clear? How many digits or numbers certainly we can explain, that is called as significant digits or significant figures. Now in this, I can explain certainly 2 digits. Therefore, here the significant figures are 2. Now in this 400, clear, in this 400, I can clearly explain 4. I can clearly explain 4. For example, what is the distance from Bangalore to Kumta means you already know 468. 468 means 400, 6 tens, 8 ones. So by using the first one, clear, by using the first one, I can explain 400, I can explain 60. Are you clear? I can explain 400, I can explain 60. Therefore, clear, therefore, these two will give the certain numbers. Clear? That is called as significant figures. Now, whatever the value I considered or whatever the value I measured, in that value, 2 numbers are confirmed, 2 numbers are certain. So these digits are called as significant digits. For example, I'll take another value 400. For example, you told the distance as 400 meter. By using your values, clear, by using your values, I can say, for example, 4 into 100. Clear, I can say only 4 into 100. Only one I have to explain. Only one I can explain. Therefore, in your digit, clear, or in your value, only one digit is significant, or only one digit is giving the certain information. Clear, only one digit is giving the certain information. Therefore, you have only one significant digit. I hope you understood this point. Similarly, let us say the distance from one place to another place is 5,000 kilometer. Clear, I told 5,000 kilometer, but actual distance is, let us say, 5768 kilometer. Now by using this number, I can only explain 5 into 1000 times, 5 into 1000 times. Therefore, I can explain only one significant digit. For example, to explain this, let us say the second value I consider as, for example, 5600 kilometer. Therefore, by using this, you can explain up to 2 digits. Clear? You can explain up to 2 digits. So 5000s and 600s. Now, for example, third, I will take it as, for example, third value, I will take it as 5, 6, for example, 2, 0. So by using this number, I can explain up to 3 digits. Clear? I can explain up to 3 digits. Therefore, it is having significant numbers as 3. For example, I will take the fourth value. Sorry, this is 5620. Clear? 5620. Okay. So the third person told this value as 5620 kilometers. Therefore, by using the third reading, you can explain up to 1, 2, 3 digits. Therefore, 3 significant figures. And for example, a last person told 5621. Therefore, by using the last person reading, you can explain up to 4 digits. So here also 4 digits, here also 4 digits, but there is error. Later you have to measure the error. Clear? Later you have to measure the error. Okay. Yeah, certain figures and significant figures are same only. Yeah, if true value is 499, measured value is 500 and 501, then in the first one we have only one certain digit. Clear, Adarsh? Okay, one certain digit. Here in the second one, 2 certain digits are there. Are you clear? Ma, meaningful digits means certain things only. Ma. Meaningful digits means certain things only. In different books they given different definitions. Meaningful, this, that. But certainty, clear, that is nothing but certainty. Meaningful means you are meaningfully explaining one thing, means it is certain. If it is not certain, you can't explain meaningfully. Okay. So don't by heart the definition. my any number near to true value is called as that is called as accuracy. For example, if a number is very close to the true value, that is accuracy. Yeah, fine. Yeah, fine. Now listen, for example, let us say the distance from, clear, I'll give you one more example. The distance from, for example, Bangalore to Delhi, let us say the distance is 2668 kilometer. Clear, 2668 kilometer. For example, let us say. Now the first person told it is 2000 kilometer only. Clear, first person told 2000 kilometer only. Now second person told, for example, 2500 kilometer. Now third person told, clear, third person told, no, it is 2540 kilometer. Now fourth person told, clear, fourth person told 2549 kilometer. Now out of all these four things, we can take the fourth as a significant. Why? Because means see, in fourth one we have 4 digits to explain this distance. Okay, so 4 digits to explain this distance. Therefore, how many significant digits are there? Means here we have 4 significant digits. If you use this number, you can explain only up to 3 significant numbers, or you can use only up to 3. If you use this, you can explain only up to 2. If you use this, you can only use up to 1. Therefore, if you use the last one, you can explain up to 4 digits. But there is a difference between the measured value as well as true value. There is a difference between measured value and true value. So there is a difference between measured value and true value. The difference between measured value and true value is called as error. After 1 minute, no. Yeah, sorry. Today's time is up. In the next class, we'll discuss the shortcut to the significant figures without using the rules. How we can identify the significant figures. We'll discuss that. So which will be helpful for the competitive exam. But for PU examination point of view, you have to write each and every step. But for competitive, no need to remember all these things. I will tell you a logic. If you follow that logic, you can do any significant figure. Okay, see you all. So in the next class, yeah, thank you, thank you. So in the next class, we'll discuss about the rules as well as shortcuts to the significant figures.